you made headlines earlier this year when you said that Bitcoin could reach $1 million this year, and if not this year, 2025. Do you still stand behind that?
Bitcoin could hit $1 million in 2025, and nobody is talking about this. Well, one person is. Bitcoin entrepreneur Samson Mao just reiterated his 2024-2025 Bitcoin price prediction.
You made headlines earlier this year when you said that Bitcoin could reach $1 million this year, and if not this year, 2025. Do you still stand behind that?
I think so. The market's wrong. Like Bitcoin is massively undervalued right now at whatever it is, 56, 7,000 per coin. And again, reiterating what I'm saying, there is just so little Bitcoin out there. You can't double your holdings as a large entity at this point. So it's going to shoot up. The pressure has to be alleviated in other ways. So what I see right now is Bitcoin's like a beach ball, and we're pushing it underwater right now. And people are starting to get bored. Maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's paper Bitcoin, shorting Bitcoin and pushing the price down. But that is not sustainable simply because there's so much buy demand. Every quarter, Tether is going to be buying Bitcoin. Every couple months, MicroStrategy is buying, Semler is buying, and we're going to see more and more of that. One of the largest pension funds in the world in Korea is allocating to MicroStrategy now. So you can see the tide already turning. But just like in The Big Short, the market takes time to realize what's happening. It's always going to be the people that are paying attention to Bitcoin that see all these factors and are allocating to it. This is why Michael Saylor is going to try to buy as much as he can right now.
I'll be real with you. On Altcoin Daily, we always try to be real with you about crypto. This is why you subscribe. I don't see Bitcoin hitting $1 million in 2025. I don't see Bitcoin hitting $1 million in 2025. I do see Bitcoin hitting $100,000 in 2025 easily.
Everybody's going to be buying Bitcoin. And the reason is because if it gets above $100,000, it's going to be sitting at a just shy of $2 trillion market capitalization. And what that means is that it is going to be starting to take on gold. It is going to be starting to take market capitalization away from gold. It is going to be like a black hole. Have you ever seen an animation of a black hole? Like, or a vortex in water? Everything around it just kind of gets sucked into it. That's what you're going to see happen. You're going to see money get sucked out of equities. You're going to see money get sucked out of Forex. You're going to see money get sucked out of precious metals. And you're going to see it all go into Bitcoin. Now, there's inflation of the currency, so it's not actually going to be visible. You're going to see those markets continue to grow. But silently, behind the scenes, you will see people on an individual basis saying, yeah, I sold half of my gold position and put 90% of my proceeds into Bitcoin because I believe in Bitcoin more.
And then after that, how high it goes is anybody's guess. It might really depend on who is elected president. Most people say that Trump is better for Bitcoin. Do you agree? Trump does seem like he truly believes in Bitcoin. Or is he just pandering?
You live on a bleeding edge. You do know that, Bitcoiners, don't you? You are the modern-day Edisons and Wright brothers and Carnegies and Henry Fords.
Trump, to his credit, does actively talk about supporting Bitcoin if he were to become president. But he is getting a lot of money from Bitcoiners. Now, Kamala isn't supporting crypto at all, seemingly. So I think Trump would be better for crypto. But it does kind of seem like Trump is telling us what we want to hear.
In just 15 years, Bitcoin has gone from merely an idea posted anonymously on an internet message board to being the 9th most valuable asset anywhere in the world. Can you believe that? Is that right? That's a big deal. Think of that. It's already bigger than ExxonMobil. Soon it will be surpassing the entire market cap of silver. It's not bad. How about gold? How about gold? Let's go gold. And one day it probably will overtake gold. Based on the way it's going now, it could very well be a possibility. There's never been anything like it, and I don't think you've ever seen anything like it. And most people have no idea what the hell it is. You know that, right? So what happens when they figure it out? That's going to really be something. This room is amazing. The people in this room, high IQ individuals. I'm running against a low IQ individual, her. I'm not even talking about him, her. I got a low IQ individual.
Either way, I do agree with Trump's rhetoric about Bitcoin and crypto. Question: is Bitcoin's price even tied to the US election outcome? Does it matter who wins president for Bitcoin to do well? Travis Kling, portfolio and fund manager in the space, has an interesting opinion on this. Listen.
This idea that a de facto regulatory framework under a Trump administration being the sort of saving grace for crypto, I do believe in that. I do think that idea holds a lot of water. I do believe that the regulatory uncertainties and just hurdles and issues that we've had for years, specifically with the SEC, has hampered just altcoin projects because they've had to basically create worthless governance tokens to make sure that they're not securities. And then we do that for a while, and then the kind of cat gets all the way out of the bag about how worthless these governance tokens are, and then people just go, well, let's just stop pretending like the token does anything or the technology itself does anything, and let's just start trading NFTs. Let's just start trading JPEGs, because at least we can remove this sort of pretend value accrual thing, and we can just trade baseball cards, basically. Okay, that's fine. And then you fast forward to the first part of this year, and then it's like, well, let's just do meme coins, because that's even just a step further in that general direction, and at least they're not securities. And then the meme coin mania got so out of hand and devolved so rapidly into such a, I mean, it's just a mess, right? Like it's just what a mess, and ridiculous, and sort of shining a light on the worst parts of human nature, the worst parts of the crypto ecosystem, the most nihilistic, the most gambly, the most ridiculous, pointless. And then we had a spotlight on that for a while. And I think a lot of people bearing witness to how gross the meme coin mania was to watch. That's part of what's leading to this quiet quitting malaise that we find ourselves in.
So he thinks Donald Trump is better for altcoins. Interesting. I see that. Hey, there is a debate tonight. I hope they talk about Bitcoin. We need answers, Kamala. I think if they ask about Bitcoin, Kamala will be forced to go on record and say that she wants to support it. I hope. And then, of course, Trump would say, I'm much better than you on Bitcoin and crypto. And you know who wins? Us, the crypto holders. We win. Either way, this asset class is heading in one direction. Did you see our video yesterday? Hey, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You might think $1 million is a crazy price prediction. Michael Saylor says Bitcoin will hit $13 million someday. Do you think his reasoning is valid?
Bitcoin's 0.1% of the capital in the world right now. I think it's going to go to 7% of the capital.
7%.
My long-term forecast is it's going to go to 13 million over 21 years.
13 million.
13 million. But what is it 5 years from now? In your 4-year calculus?
It's been growing 44% a year with about a 40 to 50 vol. I would think it'll move on at 40%, then click down to 35, then 30, then 25, and at some point it'll be the S&P return plus 8%, and it'll be the S&P vol plus 8%, because it's always going to be a more global, open, free capital market.
Subscribe to our channel, join our team. Cryptocurrency is the future. Learn about it on a daily basis. Stay updated. If you're interested in making money in crypto, subscribe to Altcoin Daily, turn the notifications on. See you tomorrow, my friends. It's going to be a great year.